the borough of Kensington, but that's not important.
Did he have an accent?
Can
you see the accent?
He talked a bit like this. Because, well, he was a respectable dove. He was from around a working class neighbourhood. The point is, Trevor was so incredibly white and beautiful of a dove that people took notice. Not only doves. Doves.
Wait, because he was so white?
There were doves. There were doves that were jealous of him, but that's not important.
No.
Is this kind of racist?
I guess it is, but it'll become quite clear where this entire story has been made up from in the next 30 seconds.
Okay.
If you just let me continue to tell.
It's only been a minute. I've been looking at the clock.
Okay.
You have 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes. Okay. So Trevor, being a dove, being the whitest, purest, even people took notice, and people would say, "Oh, Trevor, mate, that's a pretty white dove over there." And then someone else is like, "I'm also from London town, I'm chimney sweet, and I agree." And then some rich guy is like, "I say, she's a white dove from that there bitch." So, he actually got a reputation because he was such a white and beautiful dove that everyone in London knew that somewhere in London there was a very white and beautiful dove. But most people in London, being chimney sweeps and whatnot, realized it was not acceptable.
Can you sing that Mary Poppins chimney sweeper?
I cannot, no. But they realized it was not acceptable. He was a dove, and they were people, and they shouldn't just, like, take him for their possession. But there were certain people who, because of the situations that had befallen them, had become arrogant and believed they were deserving of the right of Trevor. To be...
Trevor!
Yes,
Trevor
the dove. They thought they deserved the right to possess Trevor the dove.
Trevor.
Do you know who they were?
Who were they?
Musicians. It started, first of all, with a man who wasn't even from London. He was from Liverpool. He was from Liverpool, and he was in the Beatles. And he went to London, and he was like, "Gee, that's a nice dove. You know, I'm in the Beatles. They're the most popular band in the world, so I think I'll take that dove for me." And captured Trevor. And you know what he did? He kept Trevor not even as his pet, as his slave. And he had Art Deco prints of himself made holding Trevor, the whitest dove in the world, as his slave.
Oh, no.
But Trevor, not only being white, was a smart dove. And he escaped. He escaped the grasp of Paul McCartney. You know how he did that? You know how he did that?
How did he do it?
He broke up the Beatles. He was like, I just need to find some random Japanese girl on the street and force her to become John Lennon's girlfriend. Trevor did that. Trevor convinced Yoko Ono.
Trevor.
He just escaped from Paul McCartney's
Is
apartment.
this a true story?
Are you fucking kidding? No, it's not.
I know, I'm kidding. You know, I'm
Trevor
kidding.
escaped from Paul's apartment, and then he found this crazy Japanese girl on the street who was like, "Oh, pretty dove." And then he led her back to John Lennon's apartment. They fell in love. Beatles broke up. Trevor was free. Trevor thought, "Oh, at this point, I fooled Paul McCartney and all of the Beatles. I think I'm home free." Fuck no. No. 1969, Beatles break up. Guess who comes along? Led Zeppelin. And you know who captures Trevor? Robert Plant. Robert Plant.
Oh my God.
Fucking steals the dove with the cage.
Oh my God.
You have to realize this entire story is made up from these two portraits of him. Robert Plant is like, He does this all the time because he's Robert Plant. I will steal until and then he steals Trevor, and he makes Trevor write all of his songs.
Trevor.
He's like,
Musical genius.
you will teach the magic of music now. And so Trevor is imprisoned by Robert Plant. And at this point, it's past 3 minutes.
I know.
I don't know. Trevor goes on a stairway.
It's actually been like 6 minutes, but I love you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So Trevor,
That was the best.
in this picture.